Alright guys, welcome back to my Wizard101 series. This is episode 2. In the last episode we met Headmaster Ambrose and also met a man by the name of Malistaire. And he was not good. Anyway, I'm gonna have to apologize if anything seems different from the last episode. I'm not sure at this moment, but I have been messing around with some of my recording settings, trying to get it as good as I can, so if anything is different at all, hopefully you'll forgive me, because I'm trying to make this as good as possible, so... Anyway, it seems that Headmaster Ambrose has something for us, so let's see what he's got to say.
Welcome to Wizard City, young wizard. Things here are not normally this hectic. There's a problem on Unicorn Way that absolutely must be dealt with before we can get you enrolled. I've an idea. Perhaps, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, you might take a look. You may be able to help. It will also let you see more of Wizard City.
The headmaster hands you a letter with an ornate wax seal.
Please deliver this letter to Private Stilson at the Unicorn Way gate. He will let you through. You can use the yellow quest helper arrow at the bottom of your screen to guide you there.
Alright, so we need to go take this letter to Private Stilson in the Commons, but I just want to mention before we go into the main area here, which is the Commons, before we go in there, I just want to say that in these few beginning areas, the voice acting is a little strange because they've kind of updated some of it, so some of it sounds a little different from others. A couple times it's not really that noticeable, but there's a few times where the tone of their voice will completely change, or like their voice just entirely will just become a different voice. I kind of wish that if they updated the voices for these beginning areas, I kind of wish they updated all of them, because it doesn't really make sense to update certain lines when they sound completely different from the new ones. So, yeah. Anyway, let's continue.
You have just been given a tutorial tip. These will occasionally appear on the right-hand side of your screen. These are portraits that give you timely information when you click on them.
Alright, so right when we start, it gives us a list of things that we can do when we get to certain levels, so I'm going to go over them real quick. At level 3, we can start crafting items, spells even, just gear and stuff. So, a lot of people don't really get into crafting. It can be a pretty good thing, though, if you do it enough. At level 5, you can get a pet, which pets are very important in this game, because it's almost like a customizable gear piece, if you think about it, but I'll get into that when we actually have a pet. So, at level 7, we can start fishing, which, so far, other than using the fish to craft things, I don't think there's much use yet. I think you can actually catch pets and mounts, but I'm not sure. At level 10, we can start doing PvP, which I'm not really sure about doing on this wizard. I'm not sure. I'll see. At level 12, we can start gardening, which gardening is also a very important thing for our pets, actually, because it's something that gives us things that help improve our pets, which, again, I'll get more into that stuff when we get to it. So, and at level 15, we can purchase a castle, which is basically just housing stuff, which I don't normally get into housing. So, yeah, those are some side activities that you can do besides just questing and stuff. So, I'm just going to get rid of these because they're not really important. Those are just little tips for new players, but I'm not going to read them because they're not really that important. So, and this is the Commons area. This is basically where a lot of the high-level wizards like to hang out when they don't really have anything to do. Yeah. This guy's here for like a special quest event that's going on right now. I'm not going to be able to do it, I don't think, because it ends in a couple days. So let's go ahead and talk to this guy really quick. I know I said that I'm not really sure I'm gonna do a side quest yet, but this guy's side quest is an exception to that because it gives you a thing that's really important. So I'm gonna talk to him real quick.
Why, hello there, young wizard. Name's Zeke, Prospector Zeke. I've been all over the place, exploring the different worlds along the spiral. Each world I get to, I always find something people have gone and forgotten. Like them dwarf-like fellers called the Smiths. Say, you might help me out, would you? Those Smiths are hiding all around Wizard City. They don't do much good where they are. Locate them and let me know where I can find them, and I'll pay you kindly for your trouble.
So his quest has us going across Wizard City, which is the world that we're in right now, and finding these little creatures that are called the Smiths. And he has a quest like this in later worlds as well. But this quest gives you something called training points, which you can use to get spells from other schools. So I don't have to have just spells for Storm. I know where all of the Smiths are. One of them is right here behind this tree. And I'll get the other ones whenever we're in the areas where they are. Now, important side quests like that I might do on screen because they give you things that are important, while most side quests just give you experience, which is kind of important, but it gets tedious after a while to just do side quests over and over. So we're not going to be doing most side quests on screen, I don't think, unless I make special side videos for just side quests. But anyway, here's the private guy that we're supposed to be talking to, giving the letter to.
None shall pass. Unicorn Way is off limits. There are ghosts everywhere.
You show Private Stilson a letter with Headmaster Ambrose's wax seal.
Looks legit. I'll let you pass. Show this to Private Conley in Unicorn Way.
Alright, so now we have access to Unicorn Way. So let's go inside. More tips that I don't care about. Alright. So that's the PvP arena. I'm not going to talk to Diego over there. I'm just going to leave him there. There's a chest behind this guy over here. Let me get this real quick. There we go. Alright, I don't think this guy... Does he have anything good? Well, I can't really buy anything right now. So let's go ahead and talk to Private Connolly here.
Ha! A letter from the headmaster. You're very brave to bring this to me. Be careful going farther down Unicorn Way. The street is dangerous. I've seen wizards like you go down that way and never come back. Beware. Your arrival is a blessing. We need help fending off the ghosts in Unicorn Way. Some dark forces have risen, and we don't have enough guards to stop them. We would be honored if you would use your powers and chase lost souls away for us.
Alright, so we got our first fighting quest. Now, here's what I'm going to do. It would be very tedious if I showed every single fight that we do in the game. So what I'm going to do is every time we're fighting a new enemy, I will show that fight. But anytime after that we fight enemies, because I have to fight 3 of these. So I will fight 1 right now, and then the other 2 I'll do off screen. That way it's not tedious, for you guys at least. And also bosses, I will show all the boss fights, because they're supposed to be challenging, and it wouldn't be right if I skipped bosses. So I will show bosses, but these guys I will mostly skip. I will fight one of them on screen right now. So if we go into our deck here, we only have 2 spells that we can use. Our level 1 spell, Thundersnake, which costs 1 pip and does 105 to 145 damage. Our other spell is this one right here. It's from our wand. It's a 0 pip attack that does 45 damage, and it also has 100% accuracy, which means we can never miss or fizzle with it. See, our Thundersnake only has 70%, so there's a 30% chance every time we use the spell that it's not going to go through. Which is why in the first episode I said it's going to be a little difficult during the first few... Or not the first few videos, actually it's going to be kind of bad for a while. Our accuracy problem. This can be fixed really easily later with gear and stuff, but for right now we might fizzle a lot, so let's go ahead and go into a fight with one of these lost souls. Alright, so here's our fight. We have 30 seconds to pick a spell. If we right-click any card, it'll delete it. So if you are searching for a specific card in your deck, this can help you find it easier. Let's go ahead and try to use Thunder Snake. Alright, so we actually managed to do it. Even did 145. Alright. Alright, so now that I've shown myself fighting the Lost Souls, really quick, I'll fight the other two, and I will be back when I finish them. So, see you in a minute. Alright, so I just finished fighting the last Lost Soul. So now let's go ahead and talk to Private Connolly over here. See what he has to say about us defeating 3 ghosts.
That's turned the tide for us. We'll follow your lead and get back to work. If only we knew what's causing this spread of the undead.
If only.
You should talk to Saren Nightchant and see if he can use any help.
Alright, so let's go ahead and talk to this little kid over here.
Greetings! Professor Mulinda Wu sent me here to see if the rumors about the fairies are true. The guards won't allow me to go out any further, but they haven't stopped you yet. Would you check for me? Just walk down Unicorn Way and see if you can find any fairies. If they attack, you'd best know how to defend yourself.
Alright. So now we have to fight some dark fairies. Let me get this real quick. That's a reagent, which is used for crafting. We got some cattail. And also, if you see the shadows in the water, that's fish. So, when we start fishing. Let's see. Hang on, I'll be right back, guys. Sorry about that, I had a little interruption. Anyway, I guess I could grab this side quest, because I think this quest has us fight enemies that we would fight anyway through main quests. So, let me just grab it real quick.
Oh, good gracious. Do you think you could help me, young wizard? Skeletal pirates are looting all the houses on Unicorn Way. They're not so dangerous individually, but in numbers they can't be stopped. Please drive them out.
Alright, so I'm not going to do that right now. At least I'm pretty sure that you have to fight those enemies later in a main quest anyway. So, yeah. So now we have to go defeat Dark Fairies, which are unfortunately on the other side of the street over here. So a lot of walking. Here they are. And oh, another chest. There's a lot of these just laying around. Alright, let's fight one of these Dark Fairies. Here we go. Oh, I didn't kill it. Alright, well now this is a good chance to use our weaker attack since it can't miss. There we go. Alright, so I will fight another Dark Fairy. Kind of doesn't help that these pirates are kind of mixed in with them. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I defeated the last Dark Fairy. So now we need to go talk to Saren Nightchant again. See what he has to say about us defeating them. I probably should have walked there while the video was paused. Yeah, I'll do that from now on. If we have to walk quite a way, I will do that before unpausing the video. So yeah. Alright, here he is, right here.
Unicorn Way is swarming with evil fairies? They have been corrupted just as I feared. You couldn't even change them back by defeating them? Oh, that's really bad. Apparently, evil forces at work here in Wizard City. Some dark element has emerged despite Ambrose's attempts to keep us safe. Thank you for letting me know. I must alert the others. My friends always tell me I never leave well enough alone. But this time something foul is afoot, I'm sure of it. You can help me get to the bottom of this curse upon Wizard City. Do you know Lady Oriel, the Seraph? She might understand what happened to the fairies. Speak with her in the Hedge Maze at the end of Unicorn Way.
Alright, so we need to go talk to a Seraph who is named Lady Oriel, but we just got a piece of gear. A hat. It doesn't look very good, but it gives us some storm resistance, which could be okay. It's better than nothing, so I'm going to go ahead and put it on. It does not match our clothes at all, but later we'll get clothes that match, so we don't have to worry about that. This quest is on the complete other side of this area, so I might pause it really quick while I walk there. So I will be right back. Alright, here we are. Also, another one of those little smith guys are right here. So we got him. Now let's go speak to Lady Oriel in the Hedge Maze. Here she is. Oops.
Oh, praise the light. Someone has come at last. Something has been corrupting my fairies. Since you have come in my hour of need, use this in future battles. Thank you for coming at this dark time. If you are as brave as you look, I know you will help save my fairies. Please go out to Unicorn Way and defeat some of these evil fairies. Collect the dust that they drop. With that, I will be able to tell you more about their corruption. I know it is a dark task, but it must be done. Take care, wizard.
Yeah, I don't know why it does this all the time. Sometimes whenever there's a special thing that appears in... Like, sometimes there's quests that people do where a creature like this fairy right here, they'll just show up, and for some reason it makes everyone in that area turn towards it, which is really annoying. So, yeah. Alright, so I need to fight 3 more of these fairies, and it's probably going to be kind of tedious, so I'm going to pause real quick while I defeat 3 of them. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I defeated those fairies, so now let's go back and talk to Lady Oriel. Let me collect this reagent really quick. There we go, we got 3 mistwood. Alright, so let's talk to Lady Oriel.
You have returned with the fairy dust. Please give it to me so that I can investigate the reason for their corruption.
Lady Oriel looks visibly shaken.
They have been enchanted by something that is undead. This does not bode well. How has evil become so brazen in this place? These are dark times indeed. I have heard that someone has hung bone cages along the street. I fear these are being used to trap my fairies and corrupt them. Please, you must free the captured fairies from those horrible bone cages before they become corrupted. Go quickly, my friend.
Alright, so a couple things really quick. We got some boots, which also gives them storm resist, so now we have 4 storm resist. And also, the quest that she just gave us has this green symbol with cards on it, and that means that it gives you a card for finishing it. So it's a pretty good reward, actually. And all we have to do is go to these cages that are hanging in the streets and open them and let the fairies out. So let's do that real quick. Do I want to risk crossing the street here? I don't know. I just hope I don't get pulled into a fight. Here we go. I had none of them around. Alright, let's go back to Lady Oriole. There we go.
You hear a tiny, joyful voice call your name.
Thank you for helping out the fairies. They did not mean to be evil, but the corruption made them do bad things.
There was like a couple of them inside each other. That was weird.
Now there is hope again, and the fairies will be able to bring magic and cheer to the people of Wizard City once more. Thank you, Wizard.
Oh, she healed us. That's nice. Except she didn't, actually, but, you know, it did the animation of her healing us.
We thank you, Wizard. The freed fairies have already told me of your heroism. Your deeds will be remembered here on Unicorn Way. And to show my appreciation, here is a healing spell. Remember to add it to your deck so it will aid you in your time of need. We must now find out who is behind the corruption. My fairies whispered of a monster whose bones made a clacking sound as it came for them. Saren Nightchant knows Unicorn Way very well. He will know if there is a sinister skeleton that now haunts my street.
Alright, so there's apparently a skeleton that is enchanting all these fairies and turning them evil. But really quick, she just gave us a healing spell, which we'll probably use quite a lot, considering we're Storm. It costs 2 pips, and it heals us 400 health, but only for ourselves, so we can't heal other people with it. It's just for ourselves. But it does cost 2 pips, so we would have to wait a turn. Whoops. We would have to wait a turn, or use our 0 pip attack in order to even use it, because we need to save pips to use that spell. So Saren Nightchant is on the other side of the area, so I'm not gonna make you watch me walk. So I'll go back, or I'll come back when I get there. Alright, so here's Saren Nightchant, so let's talk to him.
Lady Oriole sent you to investigate the corruption of the fairies? I will gladly tell you what I know. When the dark fairies began to show up, I had suspected Lady Blackhope, but even she has never tried to enchant fairies before. Then the fairies gave report of a skeleton? Of course! Who else could it be but Rattlebones? Since I grew up here, I know a lot. I do not know yet what Dark Master has aided him, but Rattlebones has taken over my old friend Delia's tower. Find him in the tower and stop him from making any more cages. Please, do what you can to save the fairies.
Alright, so we need to go fight our first boss. Well, technically boss. He's not labeled as a boss, but he's kind of a boss. Rattlebones, and he is corrupting the fairies in Unicorn Way and turning them into dark fairies. And yet, they already had pirates and ghosts, and they're only concerned about the fairies. Priorities. Anyway, he's not that far away. He's like, you turn right here, and then his tower's right there. So, I'm not gonna bother cutting this. Here we go. He's right in there. Alright, let's go in.
You cannot stop us, Wizard. The corruption of the fairies is just the beginning of Malister's plans. Soon, Wizard City will fall, and there isn't anything anyone can do about it.
So this guy works for Malister. So we I can't really set up my deck because I don't have anything to set up with. So let's just go in. Alright, so he has a little bit more health than a Dark Fairy. I'm going to try to take out the Fairy first, though. And again, he's not labeled as a boss. It says he's an elite. Normally, if you're a boss, your name is purple. And if you're an elite, your name is red. So he's just an elite. A lot of people just call him the first boss because he's like a special enemy. But technically, if you want to be technical, he's not really the first boss. Dang it, we didn't kill him. I was kind of hoping we would. Well, this'll kill him. There we go. Alright, what do we get for that? Something only Death Wizards can use. Fantastic. Alright, so let's go tell Sarah Nightchant what we just did. We defeated the guy making fairies evil. That doesn't seem like much of an accomplishment, actually. I wonder how he even did that in the first place. I don't think it ever goes into detail. Also, I'm not really sure what Malister's plan is, because he's making evil fairies, because that's very threatening, apparently. But I guess we'll see.
You did it! Now the fairies will sing again! You bested that wretched skeleton Rattlebones! I wish that was the end of our troubles in Wizard City, but I'm afraid a more sinister evil is still out there. Thanks to you, Wizard, Unicorn Way is in less danger than it was. But we are still not out of the dark woods yet. You should report our progress to Headmaster Ambrose. The news about Rattlebones may help him determine what doom has come to Wizard City.
Alright, so I think I'm going to end this episode here. And we'll talk to Headmaster Ambrose in the next episode. I got something that gives Storm damage, which I think is better. Because it'll make our attacks a little bit more powerful. Oh, wait. It only does +2? Oh, that's dumb. Okay, I'm putting back on the 2% one, then. See, they have it... In this game, they have it so... certain pieces of gear will give you 2% resistance from Storm, or +2, which means it's only a flat 2 resist. Which I think 2% is a lot better than just a flat 2. So, yeah. I'm just going to keep on these boots. We also got a mount, but it only lasts for 1 day. So I don't think I'm going to use that. If I'm going to use a mount, I want it to be a permanent mount. So, I have a mount that I can give this wizard from one of my other wizards, because you can trade specific items between all the characters in your account. So I might have a mount that I can give this wizard later, but for right now, we can just walk, because, I don't know, walking's good for you. So anyway, yeah, we'll talk to Headmaster Ambrose about defeating Rattlebones in the next episode, but for now, this is Leviathan, and I will see you guys later. Bye.